what's up? This is Ill Supreme all day.
King Pacone, Mr. 85 Raw.
Yeah, we here to hick it with y'all. Just answers a couple questions.
We are Covenant of the Enigma, Day Uno Entertainment.
KOTE. Coming at you live and full effect. How do we come up with the name Covenant Enigma? Pockets probably say it better than I can. Covenant Enigma, for one, the word covenant, it stands for brotherhood. And since I'm black, I had to change the first letter, so we turned covenant to a K. And then we went to enigma, which means like a paradox or a mystery. Because we don't really know where this road is traveling. We're traveling on, but at the same time, we're going somewhere. Hopefully it's to the top. That's where I'm trying to go.
For me, I think Covenant Enigma had a different meaning for everybody. Individually, to me, Covenant Enigma, a covenant, it's a brotherhood. It's like society, and we're a very tight-mended group. So we were sitting there one night. I remember we were working on the What's an Enigma mixtape. It was right before the deal with Right Records, and we were trying to come up with group names. We had about 5-6 different names out there, and one thing we knew was we wanted Covenant, and
right?
Because we were different. It
at the same time, like we all came together as brothers. So at that covenant, it just kind of jailed. It was like
that, and we looked consciously. We were aiming somewhere to go in a completely different direction with the album. And as the group was versatile, it was it's an enigma. They don't expect that from us, or being where we're from anyway.
Flint, Michigan.
They don't expect us to approach them like
usually
that.
The first thing they say is, "You ever seen Roger Me?" And I'd be like, they were like, yeah, from Flint. They'd be like, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, it's a bad thing. If I could describe what type of music I did before we did the Covenant album, I would say I was definitely more what people would call East Coast, more like Wu-Tang type of things, type of style. And I grew up and listened to Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur, your Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul. So I had a group called Black Dragonfly, called a BDF. One of my partners, Laz, he's also on the album. And we used to come up. It's hilarious because he used to make beats, and we really never. He never really could find nobody to make the beats. And I was always like, one day I was like, I'm a hip hop head, but I never really thought I could really rap. I never really took it serious. But one day I was like, hey man, why don't we just rap on the beats? The next thing you know, came up with about 6-7 songs. Started performing them places, and people actually started liking it. And I was like totally digging the vibe and the energy I was getting from doing shows. And it just took off from there. It went to a whole other direction. And then next thing you know, I ran into Tony and Isaac over out, I forgot where exactly he was at, but he was like, yeah man, my brother, he does music, and they play a thing called Day Uno, and they performing down at JB. So next thing you know, we rolled down there. We did a show with them. Next thing you know, it's all history from there. We was in the studio the next week, and we started rocking out that first mixtape, KOTE, Covenant Enigma. What's the name?
I think for me, when I got started in it, I started off really young. I was more of a studio rat. I really wasn't into much of the rap music itself, other than the rap music for itself. I really wasn't trying to be a rapper. I was doing my own thing. And I think I used to listen to a lot of local acts, and that really inspired me to want to put my voice out there and say what I had to express. And started off with the group Iron Mountain Music. And then started my own, went on my own, started learning how to produce and started doing music myself, and started the Bedrock Generals, which, consisted of a whole bunch of cats who, the lifestyle we were living, that's the music we were pushing out. And once things got real, you start separating, life from a dream, you start to see where people are going in life, or, what they really want. It really puts you in a whole other place, whole other perspective, and I had quit. I quit doing music, man, and I moved down to Texas. I was in and I was everywhere, and my cousin Joe got a hold of me and said, "Yeah, I'm promoting. I want to showcase all these Latin artists. Come out." Came out, performed some own music, and got that taste, got that bug again. Just wanted to start it back up, and he came in with the idea for Day Uno. Day Uno took off, and I just started meeting people. I was always a solo artist, and we all kind of came together as a collective and just did our thing, and it felt right, so we just ran with it.
What led up to Covenant the Enigma was the first album we actually did. Before we even had a name for our group, we were just making music, it was pure hip-hop. I mean, it was boom bap, it was lyrics, it was style, flavor.
Yeah, it was more of bringing out a side of life. It was almost like building a bridge, you know, like taking. It was called, the first mixtape was "Killing Us with Ignorance."
Right, Killing Us with
And that stemmed off the song "Killing Us with Ignorance," which was more of a conscious track as to where our city's at and what you know what people want isn't what necessarily we need. And
Right. 'Cause it was a cool thing at the time. You had different. Not only did you have some cool cats in the studio, but you had all different types of cats.
there
You
were
had
walks
black,
of life.
white, Mexican from different sides of town. They could all come together and make music together. Was just like something awesome in its own. You know. So it just mushroom cloud from there. You know. It just took off. Next thing you know, we took it to California. You know, on a hope and a dream.
That was an adventure. That was an adventure.
Ain't got enough tape on here for me to tell that story.
Yeah. It was plenty. There was those times. I mean, this whole group, the whole movement had those times where we were down and we easily could have just been like, whatever, man. I mean,
Door
the time
slammed
we
in our
lost
face.
the car got towed.
I got the car
In
towed
LA.
in LA.
Sunset
I don't even
Strip.
know where I'm at. I'm in Sunset Strip. Get the car towed in LA. It's terrible.
On a hope and a dream.
On a hope and a dream, but at the end of the day, you know, we got doors slammed in our face and every whole nine, but it was one more call we had to make down to Orange County, Wright Records, and
It's perseverance that got us
perseverance, definitely perseverance, patience, and you know, we went down there. Next thing you know, we was having him listen to some of our music, and he liked it. You know,
It was, but for him, it was more or less, okay, I understand what you guys are saying, but now give us answers. And I think that's what Enigma was. What's an Enigma was answers. You know, it was giving you life. It was giving you a new focus on hip hop.
what we have coming up that's more in store. We have we have Paraboard Films working with Miko Clubs. We'll be coming together and coming up with some 2 dope music videos. I can't wait to see.
We used three of our songs. 3 of our songs is upcoming film called Pit Bulls. Badass film, and I think the concepts are gonna come down to
We pulling out all the stops. We talking cranes and the whole nine.
taking it over the top. I mean, nobody independent's doing it like this.
Nah, son.
Nobody.